standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General Yohana, you know. Whoa. Check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh,
this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't sell oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies, and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box, and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tillin niggas. You got the ones that compromise, and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching at camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
Time to really set Atlanta on fire.
Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole click solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. Man, I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Pastor Troy going all the way up with you, man. You already know. Friday, April 11th at the Atrium. Yeah, man. Doors open at 8 p.m. You already know. We're going from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., man. You already know it's going all the way down. Your boy Pastor Troy, DJ Jelly performing live. And then we getting out there, man, Saturday, yeah, April 12th. It's going all the way down for the Passover. Yeah, man, you already know. At the Marriott Marquis downtown. Yeah, man, we're going from 5 p.m. to midnight. You already know. Hosted by Commander General Johanna. Your boy Pastor Troy's going to be in the building, man. Y'all boys holler.
It's going down in Atlanta, Georgia. You're getting ready for the April 12th Passover, hosted by Commander Junior Hunter, you understand? So we're on our way out here to fly the whole Atlanta, let them know what is going down. So stay tuned. How we do it. The work don't stop. You understand? The work don't stop.
All day, every day.
Still don't know, they're gonna know after tonight. That's right. When you say go, we say go. Pass, baby. Let's get it. No fighting, ain't no arguing, nothing like that. Nothing but love, right? So if y'all want to be part of that, see what it's all about? Both of y'all are invited to the Passover. Okay? So just
I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I'm with shits. I view my adversary through a microscope as a small thing. They wax fat, we ballin'. Babylon keep falling. By all means, these salt teams is cracker dust. Esau won't respawn, they the soul people we have to crush. They shackled us, we out the cuffs. It's your turn to slow burn till after dusk. My Caucasian plantation, those reparations won't amount to much. That blonde hair with them blue eyes and that pig flesh won't hassle us. Shawty hauling that hee-haw, cause that gluteus on Maximus. My whip drip on 100 thighs. We gunning down you runaways. They from the cave, not underpaid. skymonger slave. Just for fun, play Hunger Games. Put you in the front like you running things. Uriah, any back talk, you kiss the asphalt, and I sing it to the Messiah. You'll be auctioned off with the shipping cost. I'll purchase some good diver. Bought my Donald Trump and my Richard Nixon. I'm Willie Lynch incarnate. Keep a short leash on you varmint. String you up if you brave-hearted. Only thing red, white, and blue will be your remains washed off of my garment. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch. I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch. I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch. I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch. I wanna see him hang. Hey.
Went from riding on the boat to hanging on oak. God hate these white folks, you can say what you want. This ain't a joke, I ain't laugh at shit. They gon' make it to the kingdom, yeah, with shackled wrists. Yeah. Put they ass in chains with a yoke of iron. Whip hit his back, sound like I opened fire. I ain't gon' lie, I wanna see him suffer. Can't escape, cause under the sun, the place of judgment. Yeah, I got a perpetual hatred. They scared of replacement theory cause they destined for slavery. Yeah. You gotta hear this, the patience of the saints. Hell yeah. Many prophets desired to see that day. UPK, we gon' take the kingdom. He don't deal with other nations, he gon' plead with heathens. I ain't gon' stop until I see him in the cotton field. Yeah. Ain't no other option, I'ma die real.
I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. Ay. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. I'm with shits like Willie Lynch, I wanna see him hang. Ay.
All right, shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom, Richmond, Norfolk, Portsmouth, shalom all over. Everybody is checking in with us. All right, we live on Instagram, we live on the book. Not gonna mess with TikTok tonight. They acting halfway calm. You know, they don't like us on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna mess with them tonight. We'll try to jump on that tomorrow. For Cap's class, for scripture breakdown, and we are up and live on YouTube. So with that being said, clap it up. All right, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible. That Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. You are the people that Moses led up out of Egypt. You are the people who are the main character, the main character in the story of your life. You are the people that everything is designed around. Every movie you see is about you. Every story you hear is in some way, shape, or form is your story. But unfortunately, because we don't know this Bible, we've been led by these wicked religious leaders. Our history, our heritage, and our culture has been stolen from us. We've lost it. But you can find it in that Bible. And in that very same Bible, the oppressor, colonizer, the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, we're not affiliated with any Christian organization. We're also not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. If it is not the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, it is not the truth. They are lying to you about something. There's something being done in the dark you don't know about it yet. You know what I'm saying? Your leader might be back there. You know what I'm saying? Your leader might be back there, you know what I'm saying, doing some ungodly things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So see who all we got with us tonight. First and foremost, give a courtesy salute to all the brothers that's out there, all the Akim that's out there. Yahbashim Yashabakatham. To all the Akim that's out there. Also give a courtesy salute to all the Akwafian that's out there joining us. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shema, Latham Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shada, all the Akwafian that's out there. The water for everybody tuning in, everybody joining. If this is your first time joining, go ahead and put your city name and state in the chat if this is your first time. You know what I'm saying? Put your city name and state in the chat so we know how to properly address you. You get credit for being in attendance. You know what I'm saying? We know you're here. We are not the Christian church, like I stated before. So if there's any questions, comments, concerns, agreements, disagreements, you know what I'm saying? You like it, dislike it, hate it, can't stand it. You don't like my face. It's fine. You go ahead and throw it in the chat. We're gonna make sure we address it. You know what I'm saying? We're not the Christian church, so we don't run from anything. You know, Hosea 4:6 says that my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. So we try to make sure that we administer, you know what I'm saying, dispense that knowledge properly. You know what I mean? That's our job. You know what I mean? So again, put that in the chat if this is your first time tuning in. We got Aqua in the building. Y'all Shamal Thon Bashim, y'all shot at you. We got my brother Officer 1000 Mataza Akara. This is like I think my first time being on the screen since my brother was raised up. So we would just want to give him a hand. Christ, you know what I'm saying? Raised up to 1,000. My brother Officer 1000 Mataza Akara in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother there. We got Aquaf Shakal in the building. Y'all Shamal Thon Bashim, y'all shot. We got the brother Ayan Pakwak in the building. Y'all Bashim shot back a thigh. So he on out there on that road. You be safe on that road, no sweat. The water for you checking in. You know what I'm saying? We got the sister Aquaf Adasa in the building. Y'all Shamal Thon Bashim, y'all shot at you. We got Aquaf Na in the building. Y'all Shamal Thon Bashim, y'all shot at you. I'm just trying to keep up. You know what I'm saying? Officer Mataz Akara, I'm just trying to keep up. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? We got Princess Tazarai in the building. Yahweh Shamal Thon Bashim Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? We got Aqua Dabara in the building. Yahweh Shamal Thon Bashim Yahweh Shai. Damn right, Aqua. You know what I'm saying? Officer 1000 Mataza Akara. You know what I'm saying? We got that video out. You feel me? So if y'all haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? That video is out. Should be out on all our platforms so y'all can see it, see the moment that it happened. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So again, the water to that brother. The water, congratulations to that brother, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very well deserved. You know. We also got Aqua Azaraka Salakia in the building. Azaraka in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yah Shemai Lathan Bashim Yah was shot at you. Down right Aqua for nah. And you already know it. Ayanda Bar. All right, this is the Brotherhood class. The Brotherhood class. Tonight's title of the class is Trading Gold for Glitter. Trading gold for glitter. In this kingdom here, we have become accustomed to trading gold for glitter, taking the priceless, the invaluable, and trading it for things that are worthless. You know what I'm saying? That are perishable and worthless, and we can't even hold on to. You know what I mean? We're so used to it, and it makes so much sense to us because we are deprived of the knowledge that's contained within this Bible. But if you are here tonight, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you'll be able to learn something, to take some of this knowledge with you. You feel me? Because the Most High loves us so much. He loves us so much. He left us a manuscript, a constitution, blueprint, schematics to not only navigate these damn devils, but to eventually put ourselves back in the rightful position, or allow him to put us in the rightful position so that we'll be over our oppressor. All we got to do is come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, so again, if you're out there, this is your first time, make sure you put your city name and state name, check on in. We're going to go ahead and get started. This being a Brotherhood class, you know what I'm saying? This being that Brotherhood class, you hear it all the time where they say, all we need is love, right? All we need is love. You feel me? In most cases, 90% of the time when you hear somebody saying that, they have no idea what they are even saying. They don't know what that is. But in this class here, we learn about love in this class right here because this is the Brotherhood class. So if you know my precept, go ahead and drop that precept in the chat. How can I prove what love is? What would I use? What precept would I use? And if you know another precept, drop that in the chat as well. But how can I prove what love is? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? 1 Thessalonians 5:21 says to prove all things. Big problem with Israel, big problem with our community, with Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians communities, that we have a tendency to listen to people who don't know what the hell they are talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, but because they are the loudest, because they are the brightest, because they shine like they shine, we sweep and down, they know what they're talking about. Don't let them have no money in their pocket. They got a couple of dollars in their pocket. These niggas must be Einstein. We have to listen to them. And it just doesn't work like that, because 1 Thessalonians 5:21 again says to prove all things. We have gotten so used to these pastors getting in front of us and saying a whole bunch. Not saying much scripture, saying a whole bunch. It ain't proving nothing that they're saying. But because it aligns with our lust, it aligns with our desires, it allows us to continue to do all the wicked, evil, nasty, disgusting things we want to do, still come back in here, throw a couple of dollars in that bucket. Lord, help me, Jesus, forgive me. We go out, I'm absolved, I'm good now, I can start back over again. We go along with it, not realizing or not caring for the damage that has caused amongst our community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got answers in the chat. Aqua Fries, 1 John 5:3, Officer Taza Kura, Aqua Fana, Aqua Princess Tazarai, and Aqua Shakal all say 1 John 5:3. They are all absolutely correct. Give them a hand. We're going to go ahead and pull it up on screen and take a look at it. Let's go ahead and look at 1 John 5:3. Because anybody can say anything. Anybody can say anything, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can say anything. Anybody can, you know what I'm saying, proclaim anything. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But if they're not loving you the way that the Most High deem they should love you, if they're not loving you how God say love you, then they don't love you. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how good it feel at the time. It don't matter how good it feel at the time. You know what I mean? And we have to get back. We have to get back to that truth. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to that. We got to get back to the definition, to the way that the Most High wanted things to be. Let me see. I don't like how my screen looks at all the while so small. Give me a second. Get that straight. Yeah, I don't know why that window look like that. I don't like that either. Don't like that either. Really don't even like that one. What the hell I did to my screens? Messing around with it. Change some things. That's my damn screen. Let me see some. All right, we're going to work with it for right now. I'll get it fixed as we continue. I'll fix it. All right, I'll get it fixed. Let me see what I can do over here on this side. Maybe that'll make it better. No, that's too small. I don't like that. All right, hold on. Let me get to the right scripture first. Again, we're going to go to 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. All right, we got to fix that. Hold on. Let me see something. Nope. No, that didn't do it either. All right, I'll fix it. I'm gonna have to work on that. I don't like that at all. We'll just do it like that for right now. All right, so 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. We'll do it like this for right now. I'll come back to it. We got Officer 55 calls upon the building. Y'all about you what's going on? And he came in checking in with the precept as well. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3 reads, "For this is the love of the Most High." No matter what nobody tell you, no matter what nobody try to explain or trick or whatever type of game they're trying to run on you. If they're not loving you like it says right here, if they're not doing what it says right here, they're not really loving you at all. It says this right here, no matter what they say. It's not a card, it's not a picture, you know what I'm saying? It's not a hug, it's not fresh cut roses in the morning. It says this right here is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. It don't get no simpler than that, you know what I'm saying? The Most High made it very, very, very easy, you know what I'm saying, for us. It doesn't get any easier than that. You know what I mean? This is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. and his commandments are not grievous. You know what I'm saying? So when it says to keep his commandments, who can break that down? Simple. When it says to keep his commandments, a lot of people can portray that any kind of way. What does that mean to keep his commandments? It says, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. If you had to put that in your own words, how would you put that in your own words? How would y'all put that in your own words if you had to put that in your own words? Why you doing that? I'm gonna try to mess around with this screen. I don't know why the screen looking all crazy like it is. If you had to put that in your own words, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. How do you put that in your own words? What does that mean? You gonna get some know-it-all Christian been going to church for the last 30, 40 years. They're gonna swear up and down. You don't know what you're talking about, but they do, because they got more time in them pews than you do. They got more time in those pews than you do. You've been with that cult. You've been with them crazy niggas for what, the last year or two? I've been going to church my entire life. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me? You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me? How you know God more than I know? You feel me? And if you don't know what you're talking about, if you can't explain this properly, you feel me? Then you'll fall victim to that mess and you'll believe it. You'll believe it even though it's not true. You know what I mean? Let me see. Let's just update it. See if that works. Hell no, I went right back to what we were doing. All right, we got some answers in the chat. That's a little bit bigger. That's still not kind of what I want, but we're going to take it for right now. You know what I mean? We're going to take it. Let me see if I do this. Okay, I like that a little better. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got some answers in the chat. Agwab Azaraka says, follow all the laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, not just the popular 10. She is absolutely correct. Our people got it in here that you can just do that 10. It's 10 commandments. And they get that mess from a damn movie of, I think, Charleston Heston, if I'm not mistaken, was the name of the actor that portrayed Moses, old white dude that portrayed Moses. You know what I'm saying? I bet they was applying skin tan lotion, you know what I'm saying, every 15 minutes on that set, Officer Mutaz Akara. You feel me? I know it. And that's just with the lights. That's not even the damn sunshine. You feel me? To make that look believable. And for years, we grew up watching these things and we believed these things. And we believed it was only 10 commandments. But when you think about that, it makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense whatsoever. None whatsoever. Because there's so many things that's missing outside of that, just that 10. You know what I mean? So again, like Aqua Azaraka says, follow all the laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible, not just the popular 10, not just the ones that you like. They don't say nothing about not eating that pork in that first 10. They don't say nothing about not being no damn sodomite or not being no lesbian in that 10. It doesn't say none of that in that 10. They don't say none of that in that 10, but all those are parts of the law of the Most High. All of them are. All of them are. It don't say nothing about not being a greedy bastard and not, you know what I'm saying, and consuming everything and watching your brother suffer. You know what I'm saying? While you pile up. It don't say nothing about relieving a brother of his debt after 7 years, like the law of Jubilee. It doesn't say none of that in that 10, but all that is part of the law. You feel me? So she is absolutely correct. Give her a hand. It ain't about just that 10. Ain't about just that 10. You know what I'm saying? And a very important thing that she says follow all the law, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. So not just the ones that you like. You feel me? You got some people, they might be vegans. They don't eat no meat at all. They also don't bring their to the Passover. They don't eat no meat at all. So for them, I don't know what's so hard about not eating pork. But yet and still, you're still doing any and everything else that the Bible says not to do. So it's not about you just doing what's comfortable or convenient to you. You feel me? It's not about comfort. It's not about convenience. It's about obedience. And she is absolutely correct. Raya said, follow the law, statutes, and commandment. It is not difficult. Just do it. And she's absolutely correct. It's not difficult. It's not a difficult thing. If y'all ever know, I love using the analogies when it comes to when you have children. When you have children, so many things are brought into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Or so many things are made clear to you when you have children. You feel me? When you have children, you ever notice a child that's small? You can tell a child that's small to sit there and do A, B, and C, and they won't have no problem doing it if they're accustomed to doing it. especially if you know what I'm saying. You're pretty accustomed to disciplining that child. Sit there, watch this, eat this, the whole nine is fine. As that child grows older, as that child gets older, the more influences from the outside affect that child. The more and more those influences start to grow, the less your influence, your influence shrinks on them. So now when it says to sit down and do your homework, something that was simple, sit down and just eat, something that was simple when they were younger, now they got an attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? Now they got an attitude. Now it's difficult. Now they can't seem to do it. And if you remember being a teenager, you know what I'm saying, when all those hormones is coursing through your veins, you feel me? Everything is so difficult. Oh, mama get on my damn nerve. Daddy always got something to say, you feel me? And everything becomes so difficult. But when you were younger, it wasn't a difficult thing. It wasn't a difficult thing. And it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, like the sister's saying when it comes to this law right here. It's not a difficult thing. We make it difficult because we have so many outside influences that's been telling us this whole time not to do this, not to do that. Do whatever you want to do. You do whatever you want. Not realizing that's the spirit of the oppressor. That do as I want, do as I will. You know what I'm saying? I do what I want to do. I want it now. Get it now. Greed. Give me. We're gonna touch on that a little bit tonight as well. But that's the spirit of the oppressor. You feel me? And the more you adopt his spirit, his ways, his culture, his way of life, the harder it is for you to adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments. So that sister is absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? The officer calls apart said the commandments are not difficult to keep. They're not difficult to keep. It's not difficult not to rob your brother. It's not difficult not to steal from your brother. It's not difficult to see your brother with his rib and be like, you know what? That's that brother's rib. I'm not going to touch her. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because that's my sister and I wouldn't want nobody to do it to me. You feel me? I wouldn't want nobody to do it to me. You feel me? So that's not a hard thing to do. It's only a hard thing to do when you're so selfish and so bent on doing what you want to do and not adhering to the law. But it's not, they're not hard to make. So give everybody a hand. Y'all are absolutely correct. Those were a very good summation, summarization of keeping the laws, you know what I'm saying, and that they're not difficult to do. All right, Officer Carl Sapar said, Salaki, I want to say that life can get grievous if you don't keep the law. You are absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? That's when life get hard. That's when life get difficult. And that same analogy, that same example with that teenager that's got bigger now you can't tell them that. You know what I'm saying? You telling them to sit down and study. When you come home, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you bust that book open, knock your homework out, go ahead and study. But they can't do it because they got attitude and they wondering why their grades slip. That becomes stressful. Then they wonder why they can't go out and do the things that they want to. You know what I'm saying? That adds more stress to it. You saw, and slowly but surely, it just compounds and makes their life that much more difficult. Why? Because they refuse to do those. They refuse to do what you say do. You feel me? And it's the exact same thing when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? If you don't keep those laws, like it says in Ezekiel, eat the scroll, and it's gonna get bitter. He said. It says each scroll, it can get bitter, meaning hard. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to, let's go ahead and pull that. Let's pull that one up. You feel me? But let's pull that up. The more you adhere to it, you know what I'm saying, the easier it is. It's not a hard thing to do what you're told. It's not a hard thing to do what you're told. It's only when you don't want to do what nobody tell you. That's when it becomes a difficult thing. These laws, statutes, and commandments are hard. And the more you do them, the more you realize, you know what I'm saying, not only are they not difficult to keep, they are a necessity. They are a necessity in order for us to live the correct and proper way. You feel me? So I'm going to stop this right here. Well, actually, no, let's keep that screen up. Let's take officer calls coming off. Let's keep that screen up. And we're going to go right to it. Let's go to Ezekiel 3:1. Let's go to Ezekiel 3:1. Yeah, let's read that real quick. All right, so Ezekiel 3:1, it says, moreover, he said unto me, you know what I'm saying, son of man, very, very important right there. A lot of Christians swerving down when it says that son of man, that it's just talking about Christ. Also, like when it says son of God, it's just talking about Christ, and it's not. Ezekiel was called son of man. We're called sons of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important we know these things again, because that way we don't get lost in that Christian ideology, that Christian dogma of believing that Christ was God, even though he never said out his mouth that he was God. And it never says it in the Bible that he's God. He's a son of God, just like we are sons of the Most High. You feel me? But the only thing that was that's different between us and him, he followed those laws, statutes, and commandments. He followed them. He came and showed us how to follow them to a T. You feel me? But it says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll. Eat this roll. Eat this truth. Take this truth in. Your laws, your heritage, your culture. Eat this roll and go speak into the house of Israel. And that's exactly what we do. We ate this roll. We ate this roll. We took in this truth. We took on that burden and that responsibility of going out there and teaching exactly what this Bible says. Not that we like. You feel me? Not switching it around. You feel me? To make it more comfortable to us, but just how it says. It says to eat this roll and go speak into the house of Israel. Verse 2 says, so I open my mouth and he calls me to eat that roll. You know what I'm saying? The Most High take you through some things. You can reject it, fight it, resist it all you want. The Most High take you through some things until you realize just how hard it is to live outside of his laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? And verse 3 says, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. These laws, statutes, and commandments we should be all about these laws, statutes, and commandments. When you wake up, you should be about these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking to your children, when you're dealing with this damn oppressor out in the world, you should be about these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's just how vital they are to our well-being, how vital they are to, you know what I'm saying, to our existence. You know what I'm saying? Our existence, how the oppressor deal with us and how we deal with them, how we deal with one another. That's just how vital they are. You know what I'm saying? So it should be about us. You know, it's kind of like how that saying go, you are what you eat. You know what I'm saying? You are what you eat. And it's the same thing when it comes to this truth and this Bible and this word, these laws, statutes, and commandments. It says, then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. When you first learn that, you know what I'm saying, if I lay down with that sister's mouth, not my wife now, it's a sweetness to that. To know that, you know what I'm saying, I don't have to worry about another brother, you know what I'm saying, taking her going with him. That's against our law. That's just not something that we do. When you come into this truth, you come into the ISUPK, and you know that these brothers got your back, and they'll lay down their lives and die for you, and you'll do the same for you. You'll do the same for them. And it's not like it was in the world. It's not like it was in the world when you got to look over your shoulder all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it was in the world when everybody out to get you, and you got to become like that and be out to get them as well in order for you to survive. You know what I mean? It's not like that. And it's a sweetness to that. It's a sweetness to knowing that, you know what I'm saying, look, if I don't eat these things, if I don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, I actually do have the protection of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I actually do. I don't have to be like the ones that go to church all the time, hollering, singing, rolling up all down on the floor, throwing their hat in the sky, and every weekend somebody get killed. Every weekend, you know what I'm saying, they up there with a whole new gripe, a whole new cause, or it might just be the same drug addiction they've been dealing with, you know what I'm saying, all their lives, all over again. And the pastor going to pray for them, the pastor going to hit them on the head, and it's going to come right back all over again, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful, a sweet thing to know that by me listening to these laws, statutes, and commandments, but the Most High got my back, and he going to do what he promised to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Officer Matai Zachariah said, damn right, brotherhood is a weapon in the world. You don't have that brotherhood in the world. You don't have that brotherhood in the world. You don't have that sisterhood in the world. You don't have that love in the world. You don't have that in the world. It's something that we hear about all the time, but you never experience. You'll go to that church looking for it. You'll go to your friends looking for it. You feel me? You'll go to the television looking for it. Your favorite song looking for it, but it's never there. It's never there. It's like a damn unicorn. Or we just got off on St. Patrick's Day. It's like a leprechaun. You know what I'm saying? It's like you find a leprechaun in a 4-leaf clover. It's not there. It doesn't exist. But inside here, it does exist. And that's a very sweet thing. But now we got to read this other verse. Our officer calls Paul, you know, that look, his name is Devourer of these scrolls. Now we got to go through them. But we got to break them down a little bit. Because it's sweet in the beginning. It's very sweet in the beginning. It's sweet in the beginning when you find out, you learn you have an identity. And I was actually going to touch on this a little bit when we go, but we're going to talk a little bit about the parable of the sower, right? But when you learn that you have an identity, you don't come from just nowhere. You ain't just no African where it got over 54 damn countries. You know what I'm saying? When you study seeing these videos, like Officer Shamika Bob put up last night, well, it's monkey meat Mondays, and you know damn well you don't have no taste, no desire for no damn monkey meat. You know that's not true. You know that's not true, but they've been telling you this your whole life. You know it never sat right with you, but when you come in here, it's so sweet to learn that, nah, my ancestors are Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's who I come from. We got a real heritage and a culture. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying, to learn. That's a sweet thing to learn. You feel me? But then we get to verse 4, and he said unto me, son of man, go get and he said unto me, son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel and speak with my words to them. Verse 5, for thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. It's a sweetness to, you know what I'm saying, knowing who you are, to your identity. You feel me? And it all comes when you following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? Officer Paul said in Revelation 10:9, Salakia, precept. Let's go ahead and pull it. Let's pull it while we gather it up before we get to these scriptures like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. And Salakia, hold on. Actually, you know what? Before we go, let's read verse 7. Let's read verse 7 right before we go there. Verse 7 says, but the house of Israel, again, that sweetness of knowing that this Bible is actually talking to you. It ain't like what the church teaches that we the stepkids. We the stepkids, you know what I'm saying, waiting on that crumb like that woman in Samaria. We not the ones waiting on a crumb. No, we the ones at the table that's supposed to be eaten. You feel me? It's a sweetness to that. It says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. That word hearken just means to listen. Same way how we was talking about following those laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? That we won't listen to the Most High. For they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. You know what I'm saying? We hard-hearted. When it's talking about hard, your heart is talking about your mind. And that that's the same term that we use nowadays. We say you're hard-headed. How many of y'all done heard that growing up? You're hard-headed. You're just hard-headed. We hard-headed. We don't have a mind that wants to follow the Most High. We don't have a mind that wants to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And as a result, you know what I'm saying, that's when life gets hard, it gets difficult, because the Bible says the wages of sin are death. We choose death. We choose that hard road that we're walking down, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing that we should be choosing these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, let's get on Revelation chapter 10 and verse 9. All right, and again, if this is your first time watching, again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and throw them in the chat. You feel me? Throw them in the chat. That's another thing that's sweet. I remember sitting in that church and they told, you know what I'm saying, you ain't supposed to question God. You ain't supposed to question God. Y'all give me a 1 in the chat if y'all done heard that before. You ain't supposed to question God. How many of y'all done heard that before? But when you come up in here in the ISUPK, you come in the Israelite School, the Universal Practical Knowledge, one of the first things you are urged to do, ask questions. Don't sit there and be confused. The Bible says that God is not the author of confusion. So if the Most High isn't the author of confusion, how you sitting in that church and you confused? How you sitting in quote unquote his house and you confused when he's not the author of confusion? You feel me? That's like you going over to the man who love to throw parties. You at his house and you bored. You ain't got nothing to do. There's no libations. There's no music. You just sitting there. But he is the man. He is the party. He the man of the party. You know that makes no sense. If the Bible says that the Most High isn't the author of confusion, you should be in that church confused, and that should be a red flag. That should let you know that you're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place, you know what I'm saying? And I got some ones coming up in. Aqua Farad said she heard that growing up. You ain't supposed to question God. Officer Mataz Aqua said he heard that growing up. You ain't supposed to question God. You feel me? And that's absolutely not true. You feel me? You should question. Why would I give you the book with the answers? Imagine you in school and you taking a test, and it's an open book test. It's an open book test. And you done sat there and flunked the damn test with the book right there. And the teacher asks you, well, how did you flunk? Did you look in the book? No, I wasn't supposed to ask no questions. I told you it was an open book test. Most High tell us that I give you the ending in the beginning. No reason why we should be confused. No reason why we should be confused. And the only reason we are confused is because that church their church, these leaders, these people that we follow. We follow confusion. We follow, ignorance. We follow wickedness. And we don't follow this Most High. We don't do what this Bible says to do. You know what I'm saying? So I also call sponsor Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. And it says, I went unto the angel, and I said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. In the beginning, you know what I'm saying, it's a perfect precept of what we just read. In the beginning, it's sweet. We talked about all the things that make it sweet, but then it becomes bitter. It's gonna be bitter at first. It's bitter when you first come into this truth. And last year you was at your mama's house for Christmas, and they was fighting. Everybody was getting high, and you was passing the blunt like them. That first year, when now they at Christmas and they calling your phone. They all on your Facebook page. They like, cuz, where you at? Sis, where you at? Bro, where you at? But you know that you don't celebrate. We're not supposed to celebrate Christmas. That can be bitter. Oh, that can be bitter. That can be bitter when, you know what I'm saying, you done been a ride or die type brother, cousin, uncle, whatever, your whole life. You feel me? And now you done came into this truth, and you know how sweet this truth is. And you try to tell your family members, tell your peers, tell your friends, and they look at you like you crazy. All you trying to do is save their life, but now they look at you like you crazy. That can be a bitter thing. That's bitter when in the beginning, when you don't get invited to the parties no more. You feel me? That can be a bitter thing. That can be a bitter thing. Loss can be bitter. Loss in general can be a very bitter thing, a bitter experience. And that's part of this truth as well. Just like that sweet part is part of it. The only way it becomes difficult or hard is when you're not strong enough to go through that bitter part. When you just can't, and it's just like taking medicine. You know what I'm saying? Medicine can be bitter, but medicine can save your life. Now, if you can't swallow that medicine down because of how bitter it is, well, you're going to die. And it's the same thing when it comes to this truth. It can be a very bitter process to come out that world, but it's so sweet. It's so sweet. You know what I'm saying? To know who you are. You feel me? So that's the water for those precepts. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Officer calls support. We got Brother Quashah in the building. Y'all about a thought. Always good to see you in class, my nigga. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? We also got Officer Shamaga Bar. Just talking about Officer Shamaga Bar, you know what I'm saying, on his class last night, talking about some Monkey Meat Mondays, you know what I'm saying? And showing how they not like us. We not like them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They not like us and we not like them. You feel me? And going back to, you know what I'm saying, the title of the class, Trading Gold for Glitter. We trade gold for glitter trying to be like them. We trade gold for glitter trying to assimilate to their culture, their way of life, their heritage, because it looks so much better. It looks so much better, not realizing that it's worthless. And the wages of sin is death. The wages thereof are death. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, Officer calls part. All right, but let's go ahead and get some of these scriptures. Let me stop this one right here. Stop this right here. Get back up again. I'm gonna work on that screen. I don't know what's going on with the damn screen. It used to work perfect. I got in here, got to mess around. Officer times I can ride. Now my screen ain't working right. You feel me? We gonna get it straight though. We gonna get it straight. You feel me? We gonna damn sure get it straight. Let me stop that. That might have been it right there. Again, the title of our class is Trading Gold for Glitter. Trading gold for glitter. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start in the book of Matthew. We're going to go to the book of Matthew. We're going to go to the book of Matthew, and I want to go to Matthew 13 and 31. Now, Matthew chapter 13, period. The whole Bible, you know what I'm saying? It's just filled with so much, again, that sweetness and so many delectable things you can, you know what I'm saying, jump in. So we're going to jump in Matthew 13, and depending on how that go, that'll determine the rest of my rock. You know what I'm saying? You can see my notes right now, Officer Tazaka. It's like one of them old Venn diagrams. I got arrows going here. If this is the answer, if that's the question, if this is the answer. You feel me? So depending on how it goes with this, that'll determine which route we go as far as the class. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? All right, but we're going to go to Matthew chapter 13 and verse 31. Let me go ahead and get that up on screen. If you haven't already, make sure you pay that Passover fee. It's about that time. We're getting closer and closer. What is the 18th? We done got past Lucky Charms Day. Is the 18th. You know what I'm saying? It's the 18th. So we got less than a month. Less than a month, and Passover is going to be here. It's going to be in Atlanta. Make sure you done did your due diligence so you can get down there. I wasn't able to be down for the Feast of Purim. I'm damn sure gonna be at Passover, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? And y'all make sure y'all do the same so we can all get together. You feel me? Get together. You know what I'm saying? And usher and bring in the Passover like the Most High instructs and commands us to do. See, that's not a hard thing to do. Talking about the same thing we just talking about now. That's a law. We supposed to go to the Passover. That's not a hard thing to do unless you don't blew all your money on the new J's that just came out. That's not a hard thing to do, you know what I'm saying? Unless you feel me, you more focus on everything outside of what the Lord said. You just spent all your money on St. Patrick's Day. You feel me? You was out there drinking with them damn white folks on St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, messed around, called a case. You feel me? Now you got to pay the lawyer. Now you got to pay, you know what I'm saying? Pay your bond, pay your lawyer, all that. Because you are doing what the Lord told you not to do. That's when it becomes a difficult thing. You feel me? But that's not a hard thing to do. Aqua Dabarat said it ain't hard for her. She said she read it. Most High Christ. Aqua Dabarat said she read it. She read it for the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. But let's get to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew chapter 13. Let me go ahead and get that up on the screen. Matthew chapter 13. And we're going to start at 31. But, you know, we depending on, you know what I'm saying, how it go, we might have to switch it up a little bit. Now, see, that looks better, but now you can't damn see me. Boy, I tell you, it's always something, boy. I ain't tripping. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Y'all make sure y'all let me know if y'all can see that. If that's a little better than what we were working with before. If not, then I'll shrink myself down again. I don't like being on top of the scripture like that. You only see a sliver of me now, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get it straight though. I'm gonna go back to this, and y'all let me know if y'all can see that. All right, if you can't, let me know, and I'll make it bigger. I don't want to say it's perfect, but oftentimes Torah say it's perfect. I know it's ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? I know he got that eye. That's what he do. So if he say it look good, I know it look good. We gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. We're gonna rock with it. Most High Christ. All right, the water for that. All right, so we're gonna go to Matthew chapter 13, and we're gonna start at 31. But again, that might change. We're gonna start at 31. All right, so it says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, who's the he? Who's the he? What's going on right now? Just from what I just read right now, it says another parable put he forth unto them, saying. So who's the he? Who's the he right here that it's talking about? You know what I'm saying? Now, this is your first time in class. You might not know exactly where I'm going with that. But if you see those red lettering right there, that should kind of let you know where we going and what I'm asking. Who is the he right now? Who can tell me who the he is? It says another parable spake he unto them. Who is that he? Who is that he? And while you're typing that in, who is the them? Damn right. Aqua I say Yahweh shot. Aqua I say Yahweh shot. You know, I stay online. You know what I'm saying? I always arguing with these fools. It was going back and forth with the devil before class start. He says his name is Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh, Yahuwah, and everybody else. And after about 4 or 5 interactions, Officer Mataz Akara, I said, since you read so well, damn it, read Romans 9:13. You feel me? You tell me what to say about that while you trying to make up the name. You know what I mean? You reading Romans 9:13 and you get back to me. You feel me? But everybody will try to tell you what they think this Bible is saying. It's very important that you know what this Bible is saying. They're right. Aqua said Yahweh Shai, that he is Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai, he says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, and that them is the 12 tribes. They're right, Aqua Farad. They're right, Aqua Dabara. You know what I'm saying? That them is the 12. If there's the 12 tribes, but more specifically, that them is the disciples that he's talking to. You know, yeah, damn. Look, since he knows so much, break that one down from me. Since you know so much, damn devil. You feel me? They real quick to try to school somebody. They miss that part about Most High hating Esau. They miss all of that. They miss that part about them being that Amalek being part of Esau. You know what I'm saying? They miss all of that. They know everything, you know what I'm saying? But they have no idea what's inside of this Bible. Because the Most High didn't give it to them to begin with. He never gave it to them to begin with. You feel me? All right, so it says that another parable put he forth unto them, saying, and again, that them is going to be the disciples that he's speaking with. Because as we've learned in here before, another big misconception with that Christian church is that God wants everybody. God is calling everybody. It's for everybody. God loves everybody. You feel me? This word is for everybody. But it wasn't like that. Christ was just like his father. You know what I'm saying? Christ said, I came to do my father's bidding. And just how the church thinks that or lies and says that Christ is God, you know what I'm saying? They also lied and said that this word is for everybody. Christ went out there speaking to every damn body. He went out there and talked, but he also said he taught in parables. He taught in parables. Because if you really wanted to know, you was gonna have to come to these disciples and find out what's going on. If you really wanted to know, you was gonna have to come into the ISUPK and be taught the proper way. You're not gonna be able to go where they selling the pegging kits at. You feel me? And get your breaks down, get your breakdown. You can, but you ain't gonna be in the right place. You might be a little embarrassed later on when the Most High expose you. You might be a little bit embarrassed. You feel me? Hopefully you come in here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that proper breakdown on it. So Christ spoke in parables to the multitudes. You know what I'm saying? But to the disciples, he broke it down to them. You feel me? All right. So it says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of a mustard seed. Feel me? Who's familiar with a mustard seed? Now I know a couple of y'all might in Salakia. We got Aqua Tower Bot in the building. I thought I saw you check in. I was running my mouth. Salakia. Y'all Shamal by Shimmy, I was shy. You got Aqua Tower Bot in the building. Now she probably know what a mustard seed is. You know what I'm saying? She probably know what a mustard seed is. Aqua Ryan probably know what a mustard seed is. All y'all Virginians out there, you feel me? Who's familiar with what a mustard seed? Who's ever seen one before? Kind of live, you've ever seen a mustard seed before. And maybe I'll just go ahead and put it up on screen so you will see what I'm talking about. Who's ever seen a mustard seed before? Kind of live. And if you have, what's unique? What's unique about a mustard seed? It says the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of a mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field. A lot of things that we did, a lot of the metaphors and analogies that you're going to see inside of this Bible are going to have to deal with agriculture, because that's the type of people that we are. You feel me? We farm, we farm, we till the land. You know what I'm saying? Jacob was a homebody. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. We were sheep herders. That's what we did. All right. So Aqua Azara said, look, you said you ain't seen the Aqua Azara, but you know what I'm talking about, though. They're very small. All right, Aqua said used to have a necklace with one in it. Okay, Most High Christ, it's super tiny. It's tiny. All right, so let's get it. Let's get a picture of one real quick, just so we can kind of, you know what I'm saying, put it in, give a visual aid to it. Let's get a picture of it real quick of a mustard seed. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna go right along with what we were just reading about. What we were just reading about when we were reading about how sweet that roll is in the beginning. You feel me? So let's get that up. Let's get a picture of a mustard seed. Now, you know me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no fan of Esau, but it was very hard prep. This was like the darkest hand I could find off some Mataz Akarada was holding a damn mustard seed. It's like they couldn't get nobody to model mustard seed except for devils. You feel me? This is like the darkest hand I could find as far as, you know what I'm saying, the mustard seed. And again, we don't suffer from colorism in here, but you can tell them damn devil's fingers, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to eye. You feel me? Most of the time they're dirty. We keep it nail clean and nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this is a mustard seed that he's holding. And just like the sisters were saying, it's very tiny. Go back over the screen and see if you see a couple more. It's very tiny. You can barely see it. You know what I'm saying? You would never believe that thing would grow the way that it's going to grow. You know what I'm saying? The end result of that little bitty tiny seed. All right. So that's your example of a mustard seed. All right. So let me stop this and go back to what we were reading. So now that you have a visual aid, you have a visual idea of what that mustard seed is. It's going to make more sense of what he's actually saying. All right. All right. So it says another parable I put forth to them, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field. All right. So now that mustard seed and this parable that we're reading, right? And this parable that we're reading, what does that seed represent? Who knows what that seed represents? We identified that he is Yahushua. We identified the them, That's going to be the disciples. And this parable that we read, this riddle or parable, you know what I'm saying, that we're reading right now. Well, what is that? What does that seed represent? What does that little bitty tiny seed represent? Who can tell me? Okay, Aqua Dabara says faith. Who else? Who else? Who can tell me what does that seed represent? The little tiny feet and I know why you said faith, Aqua Dabara. Reason being that's the way that Christian church likes to explain it. That's exactly how they like to explain it or utilize it, like it's just faith. You know what I'm saying? So Aqua Bazaraka said faith as well. Give Aqua Raya a hand. She said the truth. She said the truth. That truth, that law, them statutes, that commandment. That's the seed. That's the truth. That's what that truth is. The church always try to say that it's just it's just faith. You feel me? They say it's just faith. So you just got to believe and believe and believe. And that goes back to that mysticism and that magical message they teach in that church. You feel me? But that seed and that seed, as far as that parable, is the truth. That's the knowledge. Those are the laws. Those are the statutes. Those are the commandments. You feel me? That's it. And it's a small thing in the beginning. I think we got a cap in the building. Yabashim Shabakatha. Captain not design the shah, or it might be Officer Urashima, but I think that's Cap though. Yabashim Shabakatha, the one. You know what I'm saying? So that seed is going to be the truth. That's that actual truth. And if you think about it, when you first learn the truth, you know what I'm saying? It's a small thing. There might be a small thing. You might be walking by the camp or flipping through the channels on YouTube, and you hear them say, you know what I'm saying? That Bible belongs to blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It's a small thing in the beginning. You feel me? It's a small thing in the beginning that you really have a connect. You really have ancestors. It's not just that saying that they say we doing this for the ancestors, now you actually got a name and face to the ancestors. Now you hearing Isaiah and Jeremiah and Nehemiah, you know what I'm saying, and Moses and Christ. You actually hearing, damn, these is who my ancestors is. So it's a small thing, but then it starts to grow, just like that mustard seed starts to grow. You know what I'm saying? You start to learn that not only do you have ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you got a culture. We have a culture. You know what I'm saying? We act like this. In our culture, we did these type things. You know what I'm saying? You might grow up looking at other people's culture. You might look at like Chinese culture, and you grow up and you're so envious of it. You're so envious of it. You admire it so much. It's so strong and it's so beautiful. And I know me growing up, seeing that in other cultures, you know, you attach yourself to certain things because you don't have it for yourself. All we had was damn hip hop and breakdance and getting high. You know, that's all we had. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll watch something, you watch one of them samurai movies, you know what I'm saying? And you're so enamored, or you're so, you know what I'm saying, impressed with their culture. Then you read this Bible and you realize, you know what I'm saying, damn, the priests and prophets said that that's our culture. So now you got a culture. Then you have an identity. Damn, so Ephraim, them the Puerto Ricans. Issachar, that's the Mexicans. So slowly but surely that seed just grows and grows and get bigger and bigger. Now you know that you're the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? It started with just the identity. Now you know, no. You the chosen people. You the one that God chose. Not only do you have a heritage and a culture, you the one that God chose. You might even start to log in to Lashawan Kodash class every Friday at 7 o'clock. You in that Lashawan Kodash class now. I got a heritage, I got a culture. Shit, we got a language. You know what I'm saying? Now you starting to learn your language. So it's growing. That seed is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger until the point where it starts to grow to the point where it says, you know what? The Bible says that this law is perfect. I see why everything went wrong in our community. I see why everything went wrong in my life. I see why everything, when I chose that in my life, I ended up here every single time. I see why we suffer the way that we suffer. When you Black, Latino, and Native American Indian, there's so many circular conversations that you will have. Why this happening? Why that's happening? We need to buy black. It's economic power. That's the problem. We need to pull our pants up. We need to do this. We need to do that. You come into this truth and that seed starts to grow. Now you know what you need to do. Oh, we don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. Like Officer Calls of Power saying, this is why we suffer. That's why we're going through what we're going through. This is a part of the curses. You can identify the curses. Now you know exactly what this Bible is saying, and that truth done grew and grew and grew. And then it grows to the point where you realize that this law actually is perfect. And not only is it just perfect for me, this is perfect for everybody. It grows from that idea in the beginning to now it's an ideology. Now it's who you are. Like it says, to eat it. You are what you eat. It becomes you. Not only should we not eat pork, should nobody eat pork. That ain't food. Should nobody eat pork. That ain't food. You know what I'm saying? And once we get there, if not just that, Israelites ain't gonna eat pork. When Christ come back and Christ ruling, we in his kingdom and our kingdom, ain't nobody gonna eat pork. And then we don't have to worry about COVID being spread all over the damn earth because somebody wants to eat bat and pangolin and things that the Bible says not to eat, because you realize the wisdom that's actually inside of that law, that's inside of that law, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? So that's that mustard seed growing. Who knows the precept for that? What precept am I thinking about? It grew so much now it's bigger than just us. You feel me? The Bible says that this law is perfect. This law is perfect. It says this will be our wisdom in Deuteronomy 4:6. So now you know that's not the precept I'm talking about. It says this will be the other nations will look at us and look at how wise we were. Right? Even now we are the salt of the earth. Everybody follows us. You know, that's not the precept that I'm looking for. Everybody follows us. But we know that by following this law, by administering this law, by doing what the law, statutes, and commandments doing, not only do we do better, but everybody gonna be better off. Everybody's gonna be better off. We got a clip right now that's actually doing a little bit of numbers on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They showing us a little bit of love on YouTube right now. And one of the clips we got out there is General Muhammad. And he's saying how he starts off in this clip by saying that the white people they're gonna be very gracious. They're gonna love it when we are in charge. The whole world is gonna love it when we are in charge. It's gonna be security when we are in charge. It won't be crooked people that run the nation, that run the world when we are in charge. You feel me? So everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's gonna benefit from it when we are in charge. But in order for that to happen, we gotta allow that seed to grow, right? I don't see nobody answer as far as this precept. I'm gonna just go ahead and give it to you. I'm gonna give you this precept, and then we're gonna take a little intermission real quick to plug the Passover coming up. But I'm gonna give you this precept real quick before we go. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. Let me see real quick. So I'm gonna stop this one, and I want to pull this precept real quick. Proverbs 29 and 2. Because see, once that mustard seed grows, once it grows, you realize just how beneficial it is. You feel me? The thing that always irked me about the church, the thing that irks me about the church and the other different religions, nobody's committed to nothing that they say. It's all optional. It's all optional. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a good parent, you know that giving your child a bedtime, giving them order, giving them discipline, feeding them the correct way, you know that's not only just good for your child, that'll be good for all the damn kids, all the kids did. It's not no you do you and I do me. You realize how detrimental that is to everybody. But because Christianity teaches us to be individuals, we accept that from one another. We accept that from ourselves. But once that seed grows inside of you, it's not acceptable anymore. Let's get Proverbs 29. I should have just stayed where I was at. Matter of fact, let's go right back to where I was at, and I'm gonna come back to Matthew once we go from there. Stay right there where I'm at. Let's go to Proverbs 29 and 2 real quick. Proverbs 29 and 2 real quick. The fruition, the result of that seed growing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Proverbs. We're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. All right, so Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2 says that when the righteous are in authority, you go from learning just your identity and who you are, you feel me, to knowing that by me following these laws, statutes, and commandments, commandments, that's going to allow the Most High to put us in our rightful position. Now he can fulfill that promise he made to us and put us in our rightful position. The world you won't see the world sick the way that it is now. You won't see war all over the place like it is now, right? You won't see evil and wicked man in charge of everything like it is now. You won't see us be beholden to a pen and paper and these amendments and this constitution, and then another Pharaoh comes in that didn't know Joseph and takes it all away. And take it all away. Now we starting all over again. We won't be hopeless like we are now, right? We won't be moralist like we are now. It won't be that you can be the biggest 304 on the planet. Get your OnlyFans page. Don't let you get no microphone, and now you paid. That won't be no way to get paid. It won't be no sister online sleeping with this man just so she can get a damn child support check. And he'll never be able to be around his child. Every time he come around, we argue, we fighting, you calling the police. You won't see the police putting us over. You know what I'm saying? Unaliving us, you know what I'm saying? Or coming in the house lying saying that we hit them. Rush us to the floor and beat us down, and our own sister in the background saying, yeah, you did it. You always starting stuff. You feel me? We can get away from all of that if we follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And we get to Proverbs 29:2, and it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All the people are going to rejoice. All the people are going to rejoice when we are in our proper position that the Most High is going to put us in. But then it says, but when the wicked beareth rule. Right now, the wicked are bearing rule. Right now, the wicked bearing rule. So the wicked getting ready to cut off $800-something billion to your Medicaid. The wicked bearing rule. So the wicked they're cutting off 230-something million, 230-something billion to your SNAP. To children that are hungry. Right now, the wicked bear rule. The wicked bear rule, so they loading us up on damn planes, taking us to El Salvador, to one of the worst prisons in the world that prides itself on being the worst prison in the world with no due process. We had so much faith in that damn due process, so much faith in that court. Well, it might not get everything right all the time. So much faith in that court. But now you see them hauling brothers off, stripping them down to their damn drawers, taking them to the worst prison in the world. And America is paying to do it. We won't have to worry about seeing things like that when the righteous are in authority. But right now, the wicked bear rule. And so the people are mourning. You feel me? When that seed grows, it ain't just good for you. It's going to be good for everybody. And you realize that. You know what I'm saying? You realize that. And that gets back to that being bitter and that being sweet. It's better when you lose your family, you lose your friends, you lose everybody because you know how good this thing is. But once you know the ultimate benefit of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like giving that person that medicine, that child that medicine that don't want it because it tastes so bad. It tastes bad. It tastes bad. But you know it's going to save their life, so you're going to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen, or that's what happens with that mustard seed, that little bitty tiny seed, that truth inside of us grows. You know what I'm saying? And when that truth inside of us grows, our value system starts to change. Right now, we're trading gold for glitter. That truth, that's that gold. Those laws, statutes, and commandments, that's that gold. That's the valuable thing. We see how valuable it will be over the whole world, over the whole earth. But right now, we traded for glitter. We're traded for a nice car. We're traded for a recording deal, a contract. We're traded for a nice job. We're traded for a sister with a fat behind. We're traded for a brother that got bread, that got money. You feel me? We're traded for that glitter, for the things that do not matter. We're traded for master just to pat us on the head and say, you did a good job. We're traded for that. We're traded just to look good in master's eyes. We're traded for that. We'll trade that gold. These laws, statutes, and commandments, it's our heritage, our culture, what the Most High, this wisdom that's contained inside of this Bible, we're traded for gold or for glitter, you know what I'm saying, without that truth growing inside of us like it should be. You feel me? Without that truth growing inside of us like it should be, we're not going to want to go to the Passover. We're going to want to go to the birthday party. We ain't going to want to go to the Passover, you know what I'm saying? We want to go to the Christmas party. We're going to be at the church for the retreat. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be there for the retreat, but we ain't going to be at the Passover. Now, to make sure you make it to the Passover, you feel me? We're going to play a little promo so you'll see exactly what we talking about. And before I do that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to brother ISUPK. Y'all, good to have you in class, you know what I'm saying? Signing in from Rice, Virginia. I ain't been through that in a little minute, you know what I'm saying? But signing in from Rice, Virginia, to water you off that road, I'm hoping. You feel me? Off that goddamn slavery, I'm hoping. We're going to have a little intermission real quick. So if you got to use the restroom, you know what I'm saying? Refill your cup, whatever it may be. You feel me? We're going to throw a little promo up there and we'll be right back.
Time to really set Atlanta on fire.
Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole click solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard.
Welcome to Atlanta. Price is Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's gonna have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Israel, we back. So again, you just saw the information again for the Passover, the Lord's 56th Passover. You know what I'm saying? Be there or be in violation of the law. You feel me? Be there. We spend money on, we waste money on so many things. You know what I'm saying? The price of everything has gotten so expensive. I was thinking about this the other day as I was watching the class. You know what I'm saying? You can spend $50 to $100 damn just going out at the fast food restaurant nowadays, depending on how big your family is. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you go multiple times throughout the day. You feel me? It used to be $1 menu. You know what I'm saying? It used to be $1 menu. That is unheard of nowadays. Officer McCall Supply. You feel me? And it used to be one. That shit is like a unicorn nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You look at the $1 menu. They don't even call it $1 menu no more. They call it a value menu now. Because you're gonna spend at least $3-4 on whatever you get. You know what I'm saying? When it used to be $1. You feel me? I remember being in Esau's military on the base. You know what I'm saying? On there on Tuesday, you can go buy a cheeseburger for 20 cents. Not even 25 cents, 20 cents off sometimes I could ride. You feel me? When I was young, could eat any damn thing. But you know, it's just now you fast forward to what we at now, and everything is so expensive. And we waste so much money on things that don't matter, on that glitter. You feel me? But if you are when we should be spending it or investing it in that gold, and that gold is coming to that Passover. So you make sure you are available. If you haven't already, you do your due diligence. You pay your Passover fee right there in the top right-hand corner. Right? If I'm looking at top right-hand corner, you know what I'm saying? You got a QR code. You can pay where you can pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? You pay your Passover fee, $200. You feel me? And come on down there. You can't go nowhere else for no damn $200 for no week-long of events. You feel me? Week-long of events where it's built-in security, built-in brotherhood and sisterhood. You feel me? And be able to enjoy yourself and serve the Lord at the same time. You feel me? So again, if you haven't already, make sure you do your due diligence and pay your Passover fee, get them garments ready. You feel me? And come on down. You know, like I always tell folks when I'm talking to them out in the world, come meet your family for the first time. Come meet your family for the first time. All right, so we went over Matthew 13-31, the beginning of the parable of the sower. And we talked about that mustard seed and what that seed represents, how tiny that seed is but when it grows and it grows to fruition and you really see what it becomes, what it can become, it's so important that you get rid of that old man and that old woman when you come into this truth. It's so important that you allow that seed to grow. That's why we tell folks when they come up in here, you off limits for 6 months. For 6 months, you know what I'm saying? We say it all the time in the announcements. You feel me? If you need transportation, the teacher gonna arrange it. You feel me? Give that brother, that sister time to share themselves of all that mess that they picked up in the world. Give them time to get rid of that. Give them time to get that off of them. Give them time to actually give that seed the nutrients that it needs to grow. All right. So we're gonna continue on. Who knows who's ever heard of Henrietta Lacks? Who's ever heard of Henrietta Lacks? You know what I'm saying? If I ask anybody, you know what I'm saying, especially somebody in the world who was sexy red, they can tell me. If I ask them who Sierra is, they can tell me. If I ask them who Serena is, they can tell me. If I ask them who Young Jeezy is, they can tell me. If I ask them about Jay-Z, they can tell me, and so on and so on and so on. If I ask them about Henrietta Lacks, most of them don't know who the hell I'm talking about. Who knows who Henrietta Lacks is? We got Officer 50, Yabaka, Officer 50, Yabaka in the building. Yabaka. If y'all haven't seen it already, Officer Yabaka got on that microphone, you know what I'm saying? And when you read in the scriptures and they talk about Christ having a voice like rushing water, you know what I'm saying? Officer Yabaka got on that damn microphone and the nigga made me proud, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Officer Yabaka. That video is out. You know what I'm saying? It should be out on our channels now. I think I've already put that one out. If not, it'll be out soon. I know I definitely put a little portion of it out as far as our shorts, you know what I'm saying, on the YouTube. But the full video should be out, coming out soon. I think I just released that today, the actual full video. Shout out to that brother as well. He did a hell of a job for his first speaking. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Tawabathe, she's familiar with Henrietta Lacks. Okay. Aqua Azura Khan's familiar with Henrietta Lacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised that those two saying that they being familiar with it. You feel me? I'm not surprised of those two because from what I hear, we got an old genius and Aqua Azura Khan. You know what I'm saying? I saw the joint on Facebook saying it's Pi Day. And I knew exactly what you're talking about when I saw it, you know what I'm saying? And it brought a smile to my face because for so many of us, we revel in being ignorant about things. And this sister right here definitely is not ignorant about things. So I'm pretty sure, I see she know who Henrietta Lacks is. And Aqua Faraya know as well. So herself, they took to find the cure for cancer. And you are absolutely correct. So like when we talk about trading gold for glitter, right? Like again, those other sisters and brothers that I named, most people know them damn name. Look, it's all good. I don't correct us from the devil. You know what I'm saying? I don't correct us from the devil. You feel me? It's just the white man trying to make us look like we don't know what the hell we talking about. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? You feel that? That's all that is. You feel me? But I'm gonna pull up a little something on her. Again, Henrietta Lacks, if I ask most folks about her, they don't even know who she is. And that's a good example of when I say we trade that gold for glitter. They know who Beyonce is, don't know who Henrietta Lacks is. You know what I'm saying? When Henrietta Lacks gonna touch everybody's life, you feel me? But following this place, trading acceptance, and not keeping or holding on to our identity, we don't even get the benefits of it. But let me pull it up real quick before I get to talking about it too much. Let me pull it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So Henrietta Lacks, let me see what I got to say right here. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, this is the one I want. All right, so Henrietta Lacks. If you haven't heard of Henrietta Lacks, you know what I'm saying? This is a picture of the sister here. Captain Not Designing the Shot has a series on here. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's on one of the playlists when you go to the YouTube sites. That series is called Former of All Things, and where he breaks down brothers and sisters like this, former of all things, how Jacob is the former of all things. There's so many things, inventions, advances we made in life and in culture, society, civilization that comes from us, and we don't get the credit for these things. We don't get the recognition for these things. Reason being, we don't even get the reputation for these things because we don't hold on to our identity. We trade our identity, you feel me, for the fame, for the fortune. We trade our identity for the things that don't matter. We trade that gold for glitter. So Henrietta Lacks, you know what I'm saying, was born oh, okay. It says her name is Loretta, which is very common with her. You know, we be having 3-4 names, you know what I'm saying? But she was born back in the day. Her cancer cells are the source of the HeLa cell line. And this is the first immortalized human cell line. So when they say that, these cells that they have, right, these cells, they reproduce over and over and over again because this is what they use to fight different diseases or whatever. And this is the cells that they use as far as like transplants. This is the cells that they use, like the sister was saying, as far as cures for certain types of cancer. All right. One of the most important cell lines in medical research. From then till now, this was like a groundbreaking, everything changed, you know what I'm saying? Like that emoji with the head blowing off once they came across this sister cells. And immortalized cell line reproduces indefinitely under specific conditions, which means it's going to reproduce itself over and over and over again. And the HeLa cell line continues to be a source of invaluable medical data to present day. All right. Now it says that she was Lacks was the unwitting source of these cells from a tumor doing treatment for cervical cancer at Johns Hopkins. Now, Johns Hopkins is in this DMV area, right? So this happened right around here. That Johns Hopkins campus is still there, still thriving, making money and reputation and everything else and advances all for those very same cells from this system. You feel me? But now, actually, it does. I thought they weren't going to say it, but it does say it right there. These cells were cultured by a damn devil who created the cell line known as HeLa, right? They're still used in medical research. These are the cells that they test on. These are the cells that they test against. You know what I'm saying? This is the baseline that they use. And nobody else's their cells would break down. It couldn't do what her cells do and continue to reproduce and do today. Again, we are the former of all things. We are the gold. I think the picture that I use, the little thumbnail that I use for this class is of a brother that's gold. There's a golden brother. Throw it all, you know what I'm saying? We are that gold. We are the salt of the earth. The salt of the earth, but yet and still we getting flew out the country to a damn prison. You know what I'm saying? Without even no kind of due process. That's this place here. If you again, we're getting erased from the history out of Arlington National Cemetery. So all those brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, that went into the military, that sacrificed their life, sacrificed their time, sacrificed their limbs, sacrificed their lives. Then came back, and if they didn't, wasn't unalive there, came back and got unalived here. Some of them in their same damn uniform. You feel me? Come back in now with a swipe of a pen, it's all being erased from the internet. So from years from now, if we still here, you won't even be able to put it up online and read it. And these are the things that we traded our identity. We traded our solidarity. We traded who we are to be a part of this place. We traded the Negro Leagues, you know what I'm saying, for the MLB. That's trading gold for glitter. You feel me? We traded the things that made us to be good Americans. All right. So again, with this sister, right? Trying to think, it's a certain part because I want you to get just how important this cell line is. You know what I'm saying? But it says, as was done in the practice, no consent was required to culture the cells obtained from Lacks treatment. Neither she nor her family were compensated for the extraction of the HeLa cells. So something that they use to this very day for cures of certain cancers. Again, it's one of them base things. If you're in medical school, you're going to learn about this cell line, right? When it says that no compensation, well, what is it? What is that saying? You know, the devil like to put stuff in a lot of big words. What is that saying? When it says she was an unwitting source, and then it also says that neither she nor her family were compensated. What is that saying? Y'all tell me what does that mean? Y'all break that down in layman terms. You know what I'm saying? You talking to just the regular brother, sister, a child. How they say break it down to a 4-year-old. If you had to explain that to a 4-year-old, what is that saying? saying the family wasn't compensated. You know what I'm saying? She was an unwitting source. Well, will y'all tell me what is that saying? Who knows? And why y'all telling me that, I'm going to show you why that's so crazy, why that's so wicked. Oftentimes, I'll be online. Oftentimes, you'll get these devils that are jumping the chat. Yeah, jumping the chat, and they use the same tricks all the time. They're not that smart. They're not smart like we think they are. They're not geniuses like we think they are. They didn't get this place by their intellect. They didn't get this place by their ingenuity. They got this only because we refused. We didn't follow those laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord put them damn devils over us. That's the only reason they got what they got. They got what they got through their blessing of the sword, which is a curse, through bloodshed, rape, robbery, genocide. That's how they got everything that they got. And so often we'll look at them and we'll see them as the gold, and we see ourselves as the glutton. We trade who we are, trying to be like them, trying to assimilate to be like them, trimming our ways to be like them, right? But when you really know the truth of it, and you know your value, you know your identity, when you allow that mustard seed to grow, right? You realize that you the gold and that's the good, and you won't trade it for. You know, Aqua Rod said she didn't know that they used it. Absolutely not. Nope. And that's just one example of it. A lot of our sisters, especially in like Mississippi and Alabama, would go to the doctor, and it was known amongst them. They would go to the doctor for something small, and they would come out and they done remove their cervix. They done gave them a forced hysterectomy where they can't have kids anymore. See, this is before Planned Parenthood. Now they go down there, you pay them to do it. Now our sisters go down there and they pay them to do it. But at one point in time, they had to be real sneaky when they did things like that. So you would go to the doctor for an infection or whatever. You would go up in there and they would take your hysterectomy. They would take your uterus out. They would remove that out. They give you a forced hysterectomy or take your ovaries or whatever out. They would give you a forced hysterectomy. Sister wouldn't even know it. And they, to the point, I think it was a lot of cases where they did a lot of sisters like that. They were even doing that up until, which they may still be doing it now. And a lot of your ICE enforcement, your deportation, a lot of those sisters that they pick up, those Latino sisters, sometimes that'll be part of the deal. We'll let you out early. We'll let you out, but you're going to have to go through this forced hysterectomy. You're going to have to go through this forced hysterectomy as a result of it. Then we'll let you out of here. Some of them, they just do it while they still up in there. That's still a big thing that they do now. They just don't have to do it as much. Why? Because we got Planned Parenthood and eugenics, like Aqua Dabara say, and we go down there and we volunteer and give it up now, trading that gold for glitter. We do it on our own now. You know what I'm saying? But with her, you know what I'm saying? Like Aqua Rod was saying, and Aqua Azaraka was saying, nobody was paid. Unwitting source means they stole it. They took it without their permission. They all right, Aqua they stole it. They just took it. They just took it. They went in there and took it. Oh, shit, we can use this. We're going to hold on to these. We're going to keep these, which they did with a lot of our stuff. A lot of the inventions that you see nowadays might have somebody else's name on it, but it came from us. A lot of it did. You feel me? And without our identity, we can't hold on to anything. And that's a very important, critical part about our identity. Our identity comes with an inheritance. It comes with a land, the same land that they fighting over now, the same land that Israel just unalived 400 something plus people last night over, even though it was a ceasefire. You feel me? That same land. So our identity is attached to an inheritance. You feel me? And then just like Dr. Rob was saying was eugenics. And then Princess Tazara, the family didn't get any money. They didn't get any money for it. No money. If I ask anybody right now about Johnson & Johnson, even before the Diddy case, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know what Johnson & Johnson is, who Johnson & Johnson is. And if you are an heir to Johnson & Johnson, you paid. You paid. If you are heir, Salaki, to Tesla, you one of the Musks, you know what I'm saying? You're paid. His father was paid. That wealth gets passed down from generation to generation to generation. I saw something where it says like the Johnson & Johnson family, for the next 100 generations, their children don't have to work. Their children have to do nothing for the next 100 generations. Imagine that. You have a child, your child have a child, your child have a child. For 100 times over, nobody ever got to lift their damn finger to work. That's just how much wealth they generate, right? That comes with a legacy. So you imagine something that's valuable. Something that's valuable is those cells that they use now that they took then. Y'all give me a number. How much do y'all think that's worth? Damn right, Aquafariah. Diabolical savages. So quick to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Y'all always playing the race card. Y'all always that victim mentality. That victim mentality. Let me show you how much that race card is worth. Who can give me an idea how much you think those sales are worth? Something as small as that. Right? Something as small as that. We're only 13% of the population. There you go. Aqua got it. Billions of trillions. Let me pull it up for you. You can pull it up for you. And this is, again, just a small example of how we trade that gold for glitter. We've traded our identity for glitter. We've traded our identity just for acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull it up for you so you can get an idea of what the value of it. So much so, Google didn't even really want to tell me, to be honest. Google didn't want to tell me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't want to tell me. So when I first put it in, it says it's invaluable, not typically sold for specific monetary value. Now, if you start reading right there, you would say, oh, they don't sell it like that. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You feel me? Let's believe. You feel that? Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down a little bit. Unit price. I thought they didn't sell it. I thought it just said up at the top they didn't sell it. It's not typically sold, right? One valve, 8 grams, $700. 5 valves, you get it's about $3,000 something. It said that an overview of it have generated billions of dollars, and I guarantee you that's a low, very, very, very low figure, because when you talk about anything in healthcare, now cancer and cancer research alone is trillions of dollars in just research. So you and her family, if I'm not mistaken, her family right now to this day is still suing them for taking her cells and reproducing them over and over and over and over again and never giving them one damn dime. But yet still, these devils are very quick to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Why are you playing the race card? Well, this is an example of how much that race card is worth. That's an example of what that race card is actually worth. You feel me? So many things that we've taught them, so many things that they benefit from us off of. You know what I'm saying? Inventions. Their way of life, period. They were urinating and defecating in a damn pot in a bowl and throwing it out the window. This is how they lived, and that made sense to them. This is during their romance era. You feel me? Now, Officer Bataz Zachariah, I don't know about you, but that don't put me in no romantic mood if I got to walk around with a damn umbrella, well, hoping on no piss of shit fall on me as I'm walking through the damn city. I'm not going to be that romantic when I get to the house. But for them, this was their quote unquote romantic era. There's so many things that we've done for them that this place has benefited from us. And without us knowing our value, we'll trade all of that away just to be accepted by them. We'll trade all that away so we'll have one or two basketball players or football players or Oprah, and we'll say, "Ooh, look, we made it." We'll trade all that away. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show or highlight this to show you this as it is just one small example. This is a small example of what happens when, again, we trade that gold for good. And now this sister didn't do this willingly. She didn't know what was going on, which, again, a lot of medical research comes from us, and we didn't know what the hell was going on. We were just going to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? We were just going to the doctor. All right, so I'm going to stop this. All right, I'm going to stop this. Yep, Azarakai is absolutely correct. She said, did Johnson & Johnson have a lawsuit referring to how so many people got cancer from the product that had tag? Exactly. If I'm not mistaken, it's a lawsuit right now. Matter of fact, with a lot of these companies, you can look at them and see it be an open lawsuit for it. And they end up paying pennies on the dollar. They'll pay a couple people. They'll put a little disclaimer out. If you don't get on that lawsuit, that class action lawsuit, within that time frame, you're going to miss a little bit of money that you're going to get. And they don't mind paying it out because they made so much off of it. They made so much off of it, it means nothing. And if they can take you to court and run you, if they can I'll pay you, you know what I'm saying, in court and keep extending it year after year after year after year. Well, hopefully you end up just being unalive. I ain't got to worry about paying you nothing. That's this oppressor. That's this oppressor. That's them. That's the people mourning underneath the wicked being in charge. This is the type of system that they have. I can make money for generation after generation, 100 generations now. My kids don't have to worry about work. We can't even fathom that in our mind. We get a check already. That check is spent. Don't let that child be smart. Now they got to go to college. They got to go to school. You trying to scramble, trying to figure out how you're gonna pay for that, if you can pay for that. It's a very famous scene. I don't know if y'all ever watched. One of my favorite shows, right? You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite shows. You feel me? Is Family Matters. You feel me? I used to always watch when I was little, and even now. I can't stand commercials, so it's only certain things I can watch. I got to be in a mood to watch certain, but I can always watch Family Matters, right? You know, so I can watch Steve Urkel. You know what I'm saying? And it's a scene inside there, and it's not just that. It's with a couple of black shows where they use the same plot line where Laura, right? Laura gets accepted to I think was it Yale that she always wanted to go to. I think it was Yale. Something like that. One of the big fancy schools, white people schools, she always wanted to go to, right? She gets accepted there. And Carl done been a police officer this whole time, the whole time on the series. You done seen him go from sergeant to lieutenant, captain, the whole nine. Captain Carl Winslow, you know what I'm saying? From what we hear, one of the victims or participants at them damn Diddy parties, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but this whole time he been working. Also, this whole time, the wife, she been struggling to keep a job this whole time. It's crazy how somewhat realistic the show was, right? All this goes on. Eddie ends up getting a scholarship. It's time for Laura to go to school. They can't send her to school because they don't got the money. And even though he worked that whole time. How does that even make sense? Showing us right, putting it right in front of our face, Even if you work and do the right thing, you can't afford your child to have no damn future. She always got good grades. He always kept a damn job. They both kept jobs. They both struggled. They did everything right by the book per se. You know what I'm saying? Outside of following laws, statutes, and commandments. It's a TV show. However, you still get to that point, they don't have the money to send her to school. But we just talked about, as a record brought up, Johnson & Johnson, for the next 100 generations, their kids can go to school. The next 100 generations, they can blow millions and billions of dollars. And it won't be a drop in the damn bucket. And we accept this. We accept this because we don't accept, we've traded in our identity to be accepted by these people. We traded in our identity. We traded in everything that was us for civil rights. We traded in that gold for that glitter. You feel me? All right, what else? What else I want to bring out? But if we stay true again to what, if we stay true to who we were, if we knew just how valuable we are, then we wouldn't trade those things for, because we realized it wouldn't make any sense. And one thing that we gotta realize, right? We gotta realize, why do we do that? Why do we trade in? That's what I want. That's the next point I wanted to bring out. Right? Why do we trade in the things that are valuable? You know what I'm saying? We trade in those laws, statutes, and commandments for fame, for money, for fortune. Why do we trade those things? Why do we trade, you know what I'm saying, something that's invaluable as the law, statutes, and commandments? Why would we trade that in for fame and fortune? Why would we trade that in for money? If I was to ask anybody, right, not y'all per se, but anybody else is outside in the world. If I was to ask anybody else outside in the world, you probably couldn't do this back in the day, but you can now do it now. I'll give you $10 million. If I had $10 million, all you got to do is say, you know what I'm saying, God ain't real. You denounce the church, the whole nine. Check right now for $10 million. How many people do y'all think a lot of people would do it? A lot of our people. I ain't talking about white people. You know that's different. I'm talking about us. Y'all think a lot of our people would do that? Yes or no? Con or la. If I was to offer them $10 million, you just gotta denounce that old God you're going to, that how they say, how some of them old black ones say, that sky daddy that y'all pray to. You just gotta denounce him, denounce that book. I give you $10 million right now. How many people y'all think would take that deal? Or kind of live, you think a lot of our people would take that deal? Black, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Right now today, 2025, do you think they would take that deal? Because there was a point in time when we wouldn't take that deal. There was a point in time, even with the superstition, and it was so taboo, we inherently knew, nah, that might not be a good thing. I ain't gonna tempt the Lord like that. But nowadays, 2025, how many people y'all think they'll take that deal? Aqua Dabarasa said, yeah, they're gonna take that. I know I got a couple of them in mind right now. They be on Facebook with Officer Taz Akara every day saying God this and God that. Because you know what I'm saying, from their church. But I guarantee they would take that $10 million. They would turn right back around and say, look how God done blessed me. They would take that money and say, this was a blessing for God. God wanted me to deny him so I can get this damn money. You know what I'm saying? So Officer Taz Akara said, Khan. Agua Ryan said, Khan. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, we'll take it now. Now, where do we get that from? Where do we get that from? What is that? When do we start to, what is that? Where do we get that from? Why do we do that? Why do we trade that gold in for blood? We know in here that that's blood. We know in here that 10 million will be glitter. That will be that's not even comparable to these laws, statutes, and commandments. We know how those laws, statutes, and commandments, when we talk about Henrietta Lacks and how valuable her sales are, that's just a portion of following those laws, statutes, and commandments, right? We know that 10 million, that's chump change, how they say. You feel me? Why do they do that? Officer Taz Akara said Christianity. Officer Yabaka said Khan. They would do it for a second. Like, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Officer Yabaka. He said they'd do it for a sack. They'd do it for a sack. And like I said, they're like, the Lord, look how the Lord have blessed me. Look how the Lord have blessed me. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it for a sack. You are absolutely correct. Aqua Ryan said for financial survival and ignorance. All right. Okay. I like all those answers. You know what I'm saying? I think the closest one may have been Officer Mataz Akara when it says Christianity. That was a specific answer I'm looking for. You feel me? That may be the way that I framed it. Aqua Azaraka said Talakia. So I don't think I have that type of faith in people. They can't even do it for free. Look, they can't do it for free. You already know $10 million. Hey, damn right, you can get that. I look, they'll do it on camera. Go ahead. Is you rolling yet? Is you rolling? They will do it on camera nowadays for $10 million. And like the sister said, we do it now for free. We do it for less than that. We do it for free. We do it for likes. We do it for likes and views. And somebody click a little button with a thumbs up on it. We do it now. There's so many brothers and sisters online there to tell you right now, ain't no God. Ain't no God for likes and views and for clicks. Likes and views and for clicks. You feel me? And it is Christianity, you know what I'm saying? It is financial survival and ignorance. It's all of the above. It's those, but it's one thing in particular that I'm looking for. And I'm gonna see if y'all can figure it out. Let me see where I want to start. Let me see how much time we got left. How much time? I might end up having to give it to you, but we gonna take it. We gonna see. We gonna see. Dang. Can I see where I want to start it? Let's go here. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. See where I'm gonna start it. There's an old good one here. There's a good one here. We might have to come back and revisit this, go into it a little bit more in detail. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Genesis chapter 4. Because I want to show you where we get that from. Show you exactly where we get that from. All right, so if I'm in Genesis chapter 4 and I start at verse 1, right? And it says, and Adam knew Eve, his wife. We know and she conceived. That's how you know. Again, sex is marriage. He said he knew Eve. I mean, he laid down, he had sex with her. Sex is marriage, and she conceived and bare Cain. All right, Cain was the oldest. We already know that. And said, I have gotten a man from the Most High. All right, verse 2. And she bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Abel was in the agriculture, keeper of the sheep herd. You feel me? But Cain was a tiller of the ground. All right. Verse 3. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High. What's important about verse 3 right there? And we're going to get to why we choose gold over glitter. I might end up having to get to you depending on time frame, but we're gonna come back and get to these damn verses I got wrote down here. But for right now, what's important about verse 3 when it says that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High. What's important to take out of that? All of it's important. But what's unique about that one verse right there that dispels what a lot of Christians say, that dispels what a lot of naysayers say? Something very important in that verse right there that shows you something very specific about the relationship of the Most High and Adam. Adam back then, and Cain and Abel back then. And that verse 3 right there, very unique, very specific. If I don't get it, I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you for time's sake. It says, and in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought up the fruit of the ground, an offering unto the Most High. Who knows? Who knows what I'm talking about? How Officer Urash Mob said, who's in the spirit? Let me see who in the spirit. Who in the spirit? What's so unique and special about that verse 3 right there? When them Christians get the line. When them Christians get the line, when them naysayers get the line. When they get the line, you know what I'm saying? When they say it's just a 10, it's just a 10, like Aquab Azarakai said. They just want to follow that popular 10. What's so unique about that verse right there in chapter 3? I just gave it to you just then. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what Aquab Azarakai said earlier. But they said we just want to follow that popular 10 if we can follow that. Most niggas don't even follow them damn 10. They just say 10. They don't even follow those. What's so unique about verse 3? And if I don't get it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm start doing like my brother Officer Kazaka Mad. You know, so he get on that Officer Tazaka, right? He asks questions, right? But he'll throw him $1 or something in the cash chapter, incentivize, you know what I'm saying, them answers. You feel me? All right. So I'm gonna give it to you. It says that he brought an offering unto the Most High. Not that he had kids, Aquab Azarakai. The fact that he brought that offering to the Most High, when they try to say that we didn't have any law back then, when they try to say, well, we ain't got nothing but that 10 that Moses came have when he came down, you know that that's a lie, because right now it's saying that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering to the Most High. How would he know to bring an offering to the Most High? Because Adam taught him. His father taught him them laws, statutes, and commandments. This is how we know that we had laws, statutes, and commandments way back then. Way back then. Moses, that's when we actually wrote them down. You know what I'm saying? We were so damn hard-headed with them. That's when we actually wrote them down. This just goes to show you that we had that law then. Otherwise, how would he know to bring an offering? Right? How would he know what type of offering to bring? You feel me? All right, so in verse 4, and Abel, he also brought up the firstlings of his flock. Abel knew to bring the firstlings of his flock, just like the law tells us, your first fruits, right? You're supposed to give up our first, give up our best, you know what I'm saying, to the Most High. You feel me? And of the fat thereof. And the Most High had respect unto Abel and to his offering. Why did the Most High have, what does that mean when it said the Most High had respect unto Abel and his offering? Why did he have respect to Abel and his offering? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows why the Most High had respect to Abel and his offering? And again, I might just have to give it to you because we're going to have to for sure come back and revisit it. So I'm just going to tell you. I'll just go ahead and tell you. The Abel did what he was told to do. And when it says that he had respect to Abel and his offerings, he accepted his offering. He accepted it. Why? Because he did what he was told to do. He followed those laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High accepted it. Verse 5, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Damn right, Officer Tazakara. His offering was in line with the law. Damn right, Dabara. Abel followed the law. Cain didn't follow the law. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5 says, but unto Cain and to his offering, he had not respect. He didn't accept his offering. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance failed. Right? Verse 6, and the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why hath thy countenance fallen? Who's Cain mad at? Who knows who's Cain mad at? This is going to tie right back into why we trade that gold for that glitter. While we trade our identity and who we are for the fame, for the fortune, for the money, while we follow these people. We're gonna see why we follow these people and where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Who was Cain mad at? He was mad. Just like Aquab Dabarai said. Aquab Dabarai said Abel followed the laws and Cain didn't. Cain the one didn't follow the laws. So what he said, he says that he was wrong. Who he wrong? Wrong is angry. He's angry. Who he angry with? Who he's mad at? Is he mad at himself for not following the law? Were the instructions not given to him clear? And that's why he not followed. So now he mad because maybe Adam didn't give them to him clearly. Who's he mad at? I'm damn right out of one. He's mad at Abel. He mad at his brother. He mad at his brother. And we know in here that what's love? Love is to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. What's not love? Not following those laws, statutes, and commandments. Abel loved the Most High. So Abel followed the laws, statutes, and commandments. Cain didn't love the Most High. Cain didn't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. And because Abel loved the Most High, Cain hated his brother because he loved the Most High. You see what I'm saying? He hated his brother because he loved the Most High. That bitter, that sweet, when they mad at you because you in a cult now, when they mad at you because you don't come around to the Christmas party no more, when they mad at you because you ain't doing the gifts, you ain't doing the holidays, you ain't dressing up for no damn Halloween, you weren't out there drinking with them for St. Patrick's Day, talking about how Officer Shemaka said, pinch me. You know what I'm saying? You weren't out there telling them, you know what I'm saying, pass their drink and pinch me because I'm wearing green yesterday. They hate you because you love the Most High. And this is the same thing that Cain hated his brother because he loved the Most High. Now, if you don't know, Cain is Cain, that's the spirit of Esau when Esau came back into the world, the spirit of our oppressor when he came back into the world. Our oppressor hates the Most High, and he hates you because you are the Most High's child. And the more you love the Most High, the more he hates you. But the more you assimilate, the more you act like him, the more you be like him, you feel me? He still hates you because his hatred is perpetual. But at least now you're on his side. You feel me? He don't got to show it to you now. And we trade in that love of the Most High. We trade in that gold for glitter, for that acceptance from him. But that's his spirit. His spirit is the reason why we trade in gold for glitter. Remember, what did Esau end up doing? Later on, when Cain comes back into the earth as Esau, that spirit of Esau, remember, Esau traded in his birthright. That's why somebody could come back to it. But I had a nice little daisy chain all some times I could ride to get there, right? We're going to have to just go ahead and get there because we keep coming up on the time, right? But Esau traded his birthright, right? His birthright knowing that he was going to inherit everything, but it didn't mean anything to him. Just like with us now, we trade in that gold for that glitter, that fame and that fortune, that $10 million I was talking about. Sure, I'll take that $10 million. What the hell is an identity? Who cares about being an Israelite? Care about no Yahweh? You know what I'm saying? You know how y'all trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about dressing up like no damn superhero, yelling at people. Give me the $10 million. Most of our brothers and sisters are going to take that. Just like Esau took that damn raw meat, that raw pottage that Officer Shemaiah was teaching about last night. He took that raw pottage and gave up his birthright. The one thing that meant everything. How the Johnsons and Johnsons got 100 line generation. They ain't got to worry about not one damn bill. He traded all that in. Esau traded all that in for some red uncooked pottage, uncooked meats, raw ass meat. Y'all Shemaiah down about Shemaiah Shah. We got Aqua Amadah checking in from Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? But this is where we get that spirit from. This is where we get that same spirit while we trade in that gold for that glitter. All right, this is why we trade that in. You feel me? And Esau hated his brother, all because his brother, you know what I'm saying, loved the Most High. Loving the Most High is going to require you to hold on to that gold because you know the value behind it. Right? Verse 8 says, and Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they was in the field, Cain rose up against his brother and slew him. He became the first unaliver in the earth. Why? Because Abel loved the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because he loved the Most High, and that's where he get that spirit from. That's why, you know what I'm saying? He that's why he hated his brother. And we have that same spirit from them. And it come that whole spirit of Cain come from another point I want to bring out real quick before we get up out of here. I want to bring up Psalms 147 and 20. It's the reason why we rather have that glitter than that gold, because see, that gold comes with responsibility. The gold comes with responsibility. When you first eat that roll and it's sweet, right? You get your identity. You know what I'm saying? You get your culture, you get your heritage. If you in here on Fridays, you're gonna learn your language. That Lashawan Quadash. You know what I'm saying? You learn what tribe you come from. You feel me? You learn what you're supposed to do, but then it gets better. It gets better because now, shit, my mom used to cook some of the best bacon in the world. I can't eat that no more. Now it becomes better. They over there celebrating that. Nah, I can't. We can't do that no more. Nah, I can't go to that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, most I said we don't celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, that sister look good. But boy, that sister ain't got no damn sense. I lay down with her. I can't get rid of it no more. I'm stuck. That's me for life now. I don't know if I want to raise no kids with that. Now it's starting to get better. You know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to get better. Girl, he got a nice car. You feel me? He got a nice car. You know what I'm saying? He a little temperamental. Like to go off. You know what I'm saying? I really like him. He's tall. He smells good. He make me laugh. Right? But if I lay down with him, that's it. That's my only shot. I don't get no more. You feel me? It becomes bitter now because of responsibility that's attached to it. I want us to go to Psalms 147 and 20 before we get out of here. We might start at 19, but I know y'all know 19 because that's one of them bedrock UPK joints. You know what I'm saying? But let's go there real quick again. While we choose that goal, while we choose that glitter for that goal, having adopted that spirit of Esau, having adopted that spirit of our oppressor. You feel me? Ooh, that's tiny. Hold on. Let's make that big. We'll start at 19. Then we're going to go to 20, verse Psalms 147 to 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob. That's that sweet part. It's ours. You know what I'm saying? You claiming that. That's ours. This our word. This our word. Our laws, our statutes, our commandments, our heritage. I get online, I be battling them damn devils. Now, you weren't never supposed to touch the book. That's ours. That's that sweet part. You know what I'm saying? His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. That's that seed growing. Hold on. Not only did he give you the word, he gave you them statutes. And we know what statutes are. Those are conditions that go with them laws. We know what that judgment is. We know what that judgment conditions, again, that go with that law. We break this law, right? He gave us the word, but he also gave us statutes and judgments as well unto Israel. We know who we are. But then we go to 20. We go to 20. He have not dealt so. Psalms 147:20. He have not dealt so with any nation. He didn't give this to anybody else. He didn't give it to nobody else. So as a result of him not giving it to anybody else, you know what? Not only do they not get that identity, even though they lie and say it's their identity, you know what they don't get? You know what I'm saying? As far as his judgments, they have not known them. They don't get the judgments. They can eat pork. They don't get high blood pressure, high cholesterol from eating pork. They can sell drugs. They don't go to jail. They don't pack up the jail cells like us because they sell drugs. They can celebrate 4th of July and Merry Christmas, you know what I'm saying, and Happy Mother's Day and all of the above. They're not packed up on a plane and sent over to damn El Salvador. They're not pulled over, you know what I'm saying, but the police don't pull them over, beat them up on camera, shoot them on camera, and get a paid vacation. That doesn't happen to them. It happens to us. And when we trade that glitter in for that gold, in our mind, we're being just like that oppressor. See, that oppressor, by giving up that birthright, you give up that responsibility of having to follow those laws, statutes, and commandments. And the one thing about that oppressor, if you haven't noticed, one of his main characteristics is I can rape, rob, unalive, commit genocide, steal, take everything from everybody, and never be held accountable for it. I never have to be held accountable for it. When I get online and I argue with these damn devils, they so proud. Chest all out. Trump is tearing the country up piece by piece. They are proud, chest out. And when we go in there, we tell them, you stole to get this. You robbed to get this. The same thing that you will lock us up for, lock us underneath the jail for doing it. You did it, but you proud of it because they don't have none of the judgments of the Most High. They don't have none of the responsibilities that come with the law. They don't have none of those things. And that's why the earth is upside down. That's why the people are mourning. That's why they are the wicked. But we are the saints. And with us, we have to take on that responsibility. We have to take on the judgments, the laws, the statutes, everything that comes with that sweet part of knowing who we are, everything that comes with that goal. We take on all that responsibility that comes on with it as well. But by following that oppressor and wanting to be like him, by adopting his spirit, having that same spirit of that oppressor and not the spirit of the Most High, we want to live scot-free, just like him. We want to be a sexy red and run through brothers left and right and still be considered old black queen. You feel me? We want to be trap star. We want to be trap star, you know what I'm saying? Unlike everybody in their neighborhood because we done sold them poison, right? Ride around in our big fancy cars, shining on every damn body. But Thanksgiving, we going to hand out turkeys. We the man. We want the oppressor's lifestyle. And that's not what the Most High gave us. We can't live this lifestyle because the wages of sin are death. You know what I'm saying? And by trading in that gold for that glitter, it's a way for us to live without the responsibility, without the judgments, without the laws, without the statutes. That's why that church teaches you ain't no more law. You can do whatever you want. And we love that. You know what I'm saying? We love that. We love that, but we hate the brothers. We hate the priests and prophets of the ISUPK. We out on the street telling you, no, you can't do that no more. And that goes right back to Cain and Abel. Cain hated Abel, all because Abel loved the Most High. When we out there telling brothers and sisters, no, you can't celebrate Christmas no more. No, sister, you can't leave that man. Matter of fact, sister, you're going to have to learn how to shut that mouth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they hate you for that. Because I'm telling her, that's how you love the Lord. When we out there telling them brothers, no, brothers, you can't sell that. You can't sell drugs. You can't use drugs. You know what I'm saying? You can't lay down with that sister, leave that sister. You can't do that. You can't hate your brother, argue with your brother, fight with your brother for no damn reason. You can't do that. That's your brother. If you got it, he should have it. Oh, they hate that because that's loving the Most High. That's following the laws, statutes, and commandments, and they hate us for loving the Most High. You feel me? Again, if we might have to come back here. There's a couple of them I didn't hit. I'm gonna get to them though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I might say this the next time we come back up in here. But it's right at 9:07. I think we're gonna end it right there. I swear I got a couple more I want to get into, but I think we might end it right there though. I think everybody get the gist of it. You know what? I'll do one more. Give me 5 minutes. One more verse I want to go through. Psalms 19:7. Then we out of here. I'm for real this time. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 19:7. Again, I said if you ain't got ready for that Passover, get ready for that Passover. Hey, we got less than a month. It's gonna be here before you know it. We're gonna read Psalms 19:7. Then we out of here for sure. The water for everybody staying with me. If you're still with me, let me get a flame emoji in the chat. If you're still with me, let me get a flame emoji in the chat. You want to switch it up. Make sure you know what I'm saying. Everybody's still paying attention. If you're still with me, let me get an old flame emoji in the chat. We're gonna read Psalms chapter 19:7, and then we're gonna get on up out of here. All right. There you go. We got the chat on fire. We got the chat on fire. Most High Christ. All right. The water for that. All right. Psalms chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Most High is perfect. That church, that whole time, the church, the mother, your grandma, your auntie, your daddy, your brother, your sister, you grew up your whole life and they tell you can't be perfect. I'm only human. Like Officer Shamaka Boss said last night, they not like us. That's for them. That ain't for us. You can be perfect. Matter of fact, you are supposed to be perfect. You are expected to be perfect. How do you be perfect? This law is telling you right here. The law of the Most High is perfect. Following those laws, statutes, and commandments, those laws, statutes, and commandments are perfect. That's what's gonna make you perfect. That's what's gonna make you perfect. That's gonna make you're gonna have perfect love by following those laws, statutes, and commandments. You're gonna be the perfect brother by following those laws, statutes, and commandments. Talking about a sister, you're gonna be the perfect sister by following those laws, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? We're gonna have a perfect nation. We're gonna know how to. We won't be mourning amongst the people. Why? Because the people are gonna be underneath these laws, statutes, and commandments. You won't have to worry about no lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? From the Yagadah family. Now, it might be some complaints, Lord willing, for them damn slaves. It might be some complaints because the Lord said we got to give them double sometimes I can ride. So we got to give them double. Yeah, so it might be some complaints. There won't be no complaint box on my damn plantation, Lord willing. There won't be no complaint box, so won't nobody know about it. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Psalm 19:7 says the law of the Most High is perfect, converting the soul. It's going to convert the soul. It's going to change that mindset that we grew up underneath following Esau. It's going to erase that. Come in here, you got 60 days, you're all blemished. That's to convert that soul, to get you off, get you off that Esau, get you off that damn devil. Get that devil out of you. You want to unalive that old you. Get rid of that old man. Get rid of that old woman. All they know is Esau. All they know is his ways. All they know is what's for me. Ain't that what that damn lying church say? What God got for me is for me. That garbage. You know what I'm saying? The law of the Most High is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Most High is sure, making wise the simple. We trade that gold for glitter because that gold, that glitter looks so much wiser. Look how successful they are. Look how successful they are. If you're simple, you'll look at somebody like a sexy red, right? You'll say, shit, she got money. She throwing them racks up. I want to throw some racks up, right? That'll look like the wise thing to do. But the Bible says, it's going to make the wise the simple. It's a simple thing to do. When you see what Fordham does to the nation as a whole, you know what I'm saying? When you see what it does to the nation as a whole, the law of the Most High is perfect. These laws, statutes, and commandments are perfect. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to be perfect here in the Israelite School and University of Practical Knowledge. So the water for everybody joining us. We're going to end it there. As promised, we're going to end it right there. The water for everybody joining us. Again, this was the Brotherhood class. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Tomorrow we got Captain Nakazada Shah on here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got him on here tomorrow for the scripture breakdown class. For the scripture breakdown class, I guarantee you don't know everything about the Bible. I guarantee you don't. But you can learn. You know what I'm saying? And part of learning that is by coming up in here and learning these laws, statutes, and commandments, coming to these classes and asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So bring your questions tomorrow for the scripture breakdown class. You feel me? Bring your questions tomorrow, your scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Cap gonna break those down for you. On Thursday, we're gonna tune in to General Mahyman. You know what I'm saying? Surgical with them scriptures. Smartest man in Israel, you know what I'm saying? Break them scriptures down for his scripture breakdown class. You feel me? And then on Friday, we got the Lashawan Kodash class, where we come in here and we learn the Holy Tongue. We learn the Holy Tongue. We get that gold back. You may be real slick with the tongue, with the English. You know what I'm saying? That's that damn glitter. We're going to come in here and get that golden Lashawan Kodash. You know what I'm saying? On Fridays at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We back out on the street on Saturday. We got videos coming out. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. You should be bombarding your family members, peers, your friends, you know what I'm saying, with promotions and stuff from us. We constantly in the video team here in the Virginia brand, we constantly trying to put stuff out. You feel me? Constantly trying to put stuff out to get this word out. Make it more accessible and then wake our people up, man. If you haven't noticed, the world is on fire. The world is on fire and it's just growing, just like that damn mustard seed grew with us. Well, that fire that's consuming this earth, you know what I'm saying, is growing more and more every day. Most High in Christ, but Rockefeller, how I got shot. Every day it's growing more and more. And we thankful of the water to the Most High for that. That's what we pray for. While your church is praying for peace, we pray for war. You know what I'm saying? And so we thankful for that. Again, the water for everybody that stuck around with us tonight. I'm finna find these announcements somewhere in here. I'm gonna find these announcements. We're gonna read those and we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here for tonight. Again, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff going on the different channels. All the information for Passover, for different high holy days. The number for the school, if you need anything, counseling, directions, transportation, A, B, and C, all of the above. The number for the school is 757-550-1204. We don't put that up there just to take up space on the screen. As you can see, we want to make sure we utilize all the space. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure we got room for the scriptures. That number's up there for a reason, scrolling for a reason. 757-550-1204. You can come on in and put your brick in. Oh, make sure you can see it. Can you see it? Come on in and put your brick in. You know what I'm saying? You see what the church say. You feel me? They ain't that just for show. You know what I'm saying? Come on in and put your brick in. You feel me? Come on in and put your brick in. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? The wild. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? The Tazar Karaj for that. You know what I'm saying? Come on in and put your brick in. You feel me? We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York. The commanding General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? Got this truth, held on to this truth. And it was sweet, but when it got real bitter, he still held on to it. He still swallowed that robe. He swallowed it, you know what I'm saying? And was able to hold on to it so he could pass it down to us, to all the men that came after him. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of this Bible that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We're not affiliated with any Christian organization, not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. And that same Bible is there collecting dust. You know what I'm saying? That you go to the church, that pastor reads you one line, that he lied for 4 more hours, begging for money. And you give it to him, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to be like Esau. And you want to live guilt-free. You feel me? That same Bible says that the white man, the oppressor, the colonizer, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right? Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to school, they offer them for 6 months. They have to be saluted only. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. If a brother and sister has a particular interest in another brother and sister, they have to get permission from the head to court one another. After that 6-month period, they'll get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means my Aishara, or a tenth in the Hebrew. You will know that you're in that Lashon Kodash class on Fridays. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get that to the Treasury Department, the teacher. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little promo QR code that pops up at the end of all of our videos. You can scan that and pay your tithes. Pay your tithes. We give money away to the colonizer. Every day, all day long, we give our money away to our oppressor, and we wonder why we are oppressed. You know what I'm saying? We give our money away to the pastor, and he touching on your kids. Ain't nobody gonna touch on your kids in here. You feel me? We're gonna do what the Lord say do. You feel me? So you make sure you pay those tithes, like he said. You know what I'm saying? 10% of any increase the Most High give to you. You want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. And also a priest fund, free will offering. If any amount, any form you want to give, you know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory. That's up to you. Upcoming holy convocations is the Lord's 56th Passover in less than a month. And it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that that the Lord had to shorten up the time. And I can definitely attest to that. I feel like we was just at Passover, Officer Matazar Karai. I feel like we was just at Passover, you know what I'm saying, down there in Raleigh and Durham and Durham. And we right back at it again in Atlanta this year. You know what I'm saying? So again, make haste, get that Passover fee paid. Come on up in here, you know what I'm saying? Come meet your family for the first time. We'll be in Atlanta April 12th, you know what I'm saying? I think the Lamb Slaughter starts that Wednesday. We got the Black Party, you know what I'm saying, Hebrew Academy graduation, the Black Party, General Hammond's class. It's one thing to see it in person. See it online. It's another thing to see it in person. You feel me? It's going to be a week field of events. You feel me? And for $200, you can't beat that. All right. If a brother wants to be like Officer Yabaka, you know what I'm saying? If a brother wants to be like Officer 1000 Mataza Karai, you know what I'm saying? You want to be like Officer 5K Urashima. You want to be like Cat, you know what I'm saying? You aspire to be a general one day. Most High in Christ, Lord be with you. It all starts with you getting in all black shirts, boots, headbands, war scarf. You know what I'm saying? You coming in, putting that work in. That's how it begins. For a sister, your sisters can't be a trooper, but you can definitely be part of the school. Your contributions are not downplayed in here. And everybody has critical role. And we just got through reading about the Sister Esther. You know what I'm saying? We just got through reading about the Sister Esther, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. You feel me? A great lesson that also you're watching my talk. You feel me? I'm about that sister. So again, when we doing what we supposed to be doing, can't nobody touch us, man. Can't nobody touch us. You know what I'm saying? What we doing, we supposed to be doing. So sisters, call that number. You can't be a trooper, but we damn sure need you. Come on up in here, 757-550-1204. The water officer Yabakar. You feel me? Again, if y'all haven't, y'all check out these videos we got online. We should have videos coming out every day, some point in time, every day up until the Passover. And some days there's going to be a couple of them. If you're not getting the notifications for those videos, before you leave out of class tonight, go to the little bell where it says subscribe, uncheck it, then check it again. Because YouTube is dirty. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So what you'll notice is you'll stop getting those notifications. Right now, you should have a whole list of premieres leading up to the Passover. If you don't see those premieres on your phone, on your tablet, on your PC, leading up to that Passover, the devil was trying to keep you from hearing what's going on. Make sure y'all check that button that says all underneath that bell so you can get all the notifications. You know what I'm saying? Again, join us on the different social media platforms we have. The water for everybody. Sticking with us tonight. And with that, give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Y'all bashim and shop like a thumb to all the Akim out there. One courtesy salute to the sisters is out there. Y'all shema out of thumb bashim y'all shot to all the Akwakian out there. The water, everybody, you know what I'm saying? The Shema measure.
Welcome to Atlanta. Crisis Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior Hunter.
Our great and holy King have honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. There's no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King Yahushua, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Shalom.